Hey everybody, welcome to Jungle Cruise Adventure Game. Today we'll do a two-player playthrough. We'll have player one be green, player two be blue. Because my name is Richard, my wife's name is Jen, that's been done before. So I just go player one, player two. We also have our warning flare, which lets us do a re-roll at least once until we reload at outpost once it's used. We also have a nice special power. Player 1's special power is on every turn draw 5 navigation cards instead of 4, which is good because it gives us more options of things to avoid, which we will get to when we get to. Player 2 also has their warning flare, and they, when stopping at an outpost, that's these here, these brown pieces there, you may take a cargo and rescue a lost passenger, whereas normally you're able to take one of these or a lost passenger. So that could be good for player two. And warning flare is still locked and loaded. We have our lost and found crates. We have our navigation cards. Down here we have our tip tokens. When we get to the end, instead of rolling in, moving our guy, we can instead take a tip once we're at the finish line, as we're waiting for whoever the player behind is. We'll be taking tips, waiting for them until the tips are gone. We have clues. This is the family that we are trying to transport to headquarters, and we have clues left through the jungle that we can optionally, you can see where there's a fork in the road, we can optionally take a look at to know which passengers to prioritize having on our boat. And of course, dice. We got the exclamation marks and blanks. These look like I've had these for a long time, but that's just the impression that they're meant to give. The Jungle Cruise is supposed to give an impression of an old, dirty, it's been around for a long time, and that's how the dice come. And these are for our navigation cards, so I'll just set those with them. And we have our die with a 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4. Oh, sorry. There's 2 2s, 2 3s, and a 1 and a 4. So, how do we start? Well, at the start of a round, we look at our boats and we are able to rearrange our boats however we want. The center, stuff can happen in the center. It's just less common than everything else on the boat. So that may be why we want to rearrange, or maybe we just want to have things spread out just to help increase the odds and all that. But since we just started, everyone just climbed aboard our boats, we're good. So let's go ahead, have player one, green, roll and move. 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we landed on a regular space. When you land on a regular space, these lost and found tokens down here, totally random. Normally, or I guess, yeah, generally speaking, you would pick one up. However, our boat is full, so this is actually not going to be picked up. But that is what would happen if we had a space. So player 2 is also going to roll and move, and they too have a full boat, even though those waves were really jumpy. They are a full boat, so they're not going to get a lost and found token either. But before we get to that, let's finish player one's turn. Player one is going to take these dice off, take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and because he rolled a 4, player one is going to have to encounter every one of these cards. And what are they? Well, we got 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we can do them in any order we want. but I kind of feel like we're encountering all of them. Let's see. So we have two cards where the effect would be on the starboard side. Oh, port side, sorry, port side. One on the starboard side, and then one on the stern. So I'm just going to go ahead and start by reading the jokes. Here's where I live when I stay in the jungle. My friends say I should decorate because it's a little plain. Here is a marvelous bluff. You'd have to be pretty jaded not to appreciate this gem. Here's the famous Schweitzer Falls, named for the famous explorer Dr. Albert Falls. And looks like we found the safari that got lost last week. Nice of that rhino to offer them a lift. So now that that very important part of the round has happened, we will now, I'm just going to go in order. Oh, I'll go in this order. Okay, least dangerous. So we have 1x, we take 1 die. And if we roll an exclamation, it will affect that side of the boat. So here we go. Nothing. Okay, we avoided danger. Number 2 also has 1, so I'm going to take the 1 and also avoids danger. Okay, so that's 2. Now we have 2 x's, so we take 2 of these dice, roll them, and one of them is an exclamation mark, so one of these are actually all down there. One of these has to be discarded. I don't know who to discard, so I'm gonna go play the odds. So you can see this is how you know which family is which. This one is related to 2 families, and this one is only related to 1 family. So I'm just gonna hedge and keep the 2 that have 2 different symbols on it and discard this one. This stays present in the game. Let's keep it so that you can see it. Normally you'd put it off to the side, but I set it up so that it's tight in the camera. So instead I'm just going to, let's say they're up there. Like I say, normally it's off to the side, not even on the board. I'm just doing that for the sake of being able to see and remember what's there. And that, oh, grab the wrong one. That is that one. Okay, so the final one, we of course grab 1, 2, 3 dice. Not the mover dice, of course. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and we only have 1 on the starboard side. So let's see if they're, oh, I'm just gonna grab this, and we can see all 3 of them have only 1. So, oh, okay. I guess it's just at present we don't know yet what family is going to be seen under. Well, that's not the. These are the clues. That's like the revelation. So, I don't know. Let's grab one at random, I guess, for now, and hope we're not extremely wrong. I'll just set that there. Okay, so that is all these cards, and I'm going to put a discard just on this side of this deck here, just to keep all the cards together. And that is that. Yeah, and just like that, it is now player 2's turn. So do you want to say that roll counted? We'll just continue on. We established that that's a full boat, so we don't have to worry about picking anything up. So now we will get to the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Careful not to look directly in their eyes. They might no ties you. I told them they couldn't outrun a rhinoceros on foot. But hey, what do I know? We called these bison before they started working out. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. We called these bison before they started working out. Now they're buffalo. If you need to exchange foreign currency during your travels, don't worry, there are banks all along these rivers. And look at that, a nice calm river. So, 3 extremely dangerous cards and 1 nice calm river. And we rolled a 2, so of course I'm going to pick this one. Okay, this will be my first encounter. That's it, all done. So now it just becomes a matter of, hey, where would you like to take a hit? I feel like the cards are telling me that I should take the hit on starboard. Sure. I'll just set these in discard. Okay, so we roll 3 dice, and what happens to our starboard side? Nothing. Wow. I took a hint, and that worked out for me. Now we're back to player 1, and he actually has a couple spaces. Does player 1 want to rearrange anything? Like, I don't know. We kind of have an okay spread. Yeah. So we have a line here. Let's have another line there. We have a river here. Let's have another river there. Sure. Sure. Okay. So let's roll and move. Oh, player 1 must stop at an outpost. When you reach an outpost, and if you choose to go the clue route, you have to stop at the clues. When you stop, that's it. Your roll is done. Your moving is done. That's it. You move on to the next thing. At an outpost, the first thing you do is the navigation cards. Because what's going to happen after you've done the navigation cards, you may have empty spaces on your boat. So you then have the opportunity to take an outpost, and an outpost token or some lost passenger. All right, let's see what we got. Please don't feed the tiger. She's on a strict diet. Human hands give her indigestion. Steel your nerves, because up ahead is the scariest plant in the jungle. That's right, it's bamboo. And now we're on the Congo River. Let's see how far we can go. You probably recognize most of the animals you see here, except maybe the wildebeest. That's because they're new. All right, so we rolled a 2 to get here. And, well, of course I'm going to take this one. And this one seems least dangerous. So these will be the 2 encounters we have. Well, this one has been encountered. And this one, we roll 1 die. And we get a, oh, so that side gets hit. Oh, again, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's lose the passenger. This card is done. And I just realized I had been forgetting my special power. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just continue on this. We'll power through. Okay, we can take a cargo or a lost passenger. A cargo, that's one of these ones, or a lost passenger. Well, let's see what our cargo looks like. Each one of these stacks are the exact same. They have 1, 2, these 3 different cargoes. I'm going to stick with lost passengers. I just wanted you to see. So Okay, at end of game scoring, if you had all three of these, not just from here, the lost and found tokens also have these symbols. As long as you have three of each, uh, what should I say, one of each, as a set of three, you get 10 points per set of three. A set of two, you get 4 points. Otherwise, you'll get 1 point. Passengers give you nice bonus points. If you have a passenger, let's say it's this river family is the lost passengers, you'll get 5 points per family that has that symbol on it, which is nice because, or sorry, rather, it's nice to have two symbols because that doubles your odds of your family being one of those. So, I like 5 points per passenger, that is correct, though I don't necessarily know who to take. What do we do? What do we do? Do we take a cargo, take a passenger, take a cargo, take a passenger? Let's just take a passenger, set it on our starboard side. Had we landed at the outpost and ended up using our warning flare, we didn't like the dice we rolled, so we re-rolled our dice once. We would then flip this over and we could use it again up until the next post when it would have to get reset and so forth. So anyway, that's player one's turn. Player two. Let's see what they get. Oh, one. Okay, so we have a full ship, and full ship means no tokens. So we're just going to take our 4 more cards and see what those are. Some have nicknamed this Inspiration Falls. Stare at that rushing water long enough, and it'll inspire you to go further into the jungle. Did you know that baby elephants can grow up to 4 feet? That's true, one on each leg. These are lions. If I'd call them anything else, I'd be lying. I wouldn't want to be the low man on that totem pole. My only advice to him is bottoms up. All right, so I rolled a 1 to get to this spot. So let's go with the least dangerous one, naturally. And 1 die. Oh, there's already 1 on the board. I'll use that one. And nothing. Blue is lucking out hard. All right, good for blue. So green is feeling all right about the placement, kind of whatever. What do you do? So let's roll and move. 1. Okay, so let's actually take a lost and found token, see what it is. Another found passenger. Green is apparently having a good found passenger day. So this is done with, and we are done with it for this game. Let's pick lost passenger. So that is to say you get this, you don't get this, you get that. So let's take one of them and put it back on our boat. Okay. 4 cards. Always, always, always 4 cards, and then you choose however many this is. Okay. I have a headache. Does anyone have an aspirin? The spray off a waterfall can contain millions of tropical bacteria. And if that doesn't worry you now, just wait 48 hours. If you're wearing yellow, don't make any banana sounds. They find it very appealing. And we have these. So these are cards which must be done first. Before doing any of these cards, you have to do these horizontally oriented cards. The special navigation cards, which allow us to pick up an extra lost and found token. Very nice, but I will do this. If you need to exchange foreign currency during your travels, don't worry, there are banks all along these rivers. Okay. Extra lost and found token, let's grab one. Okay, we got some cargo. All right, one of 3 types of cargo. So this is going to go, oh, in the only empty spot we have. And it just says encounter them before other cards. So that's 1, 1, and 3 others, so I will discard. Player 2, who is blue, still has a full ship. They're getting such good rolls on the danger die. 4, but we go 1, and we have to stop. So we're at an outpost. That means we do these cards first. Feel free to take the elephant's picture. They've all got their trunks on. The jungle can be a vicious place. Look at those snakes sticking their tongues out with no regard for our feelings. I couldn't get that truck started. Looks like they got it to turn over though. Probably used a monkey wrench. These insects have a wingspan ranging from 12 inches to a whopping 1 foot. Some call them the rulers of the jungle. And we rolled a 4 to get here. So we have to encounter all of them anyways. Oh, and they're all 1, 2, 2, 2. So let's just go through one by one. So blue has to roll 1 die for that. And boom, something on the starboard is lost. And now these are all 1, 1, 1. So let's lose 1 passenger. Card is done. 2 dice. 1, 2. Roll. Oh, nothing happens. Okay, we're safe a little bit there. So that's done. Another 2 for port. Oh, 1, 2. What's next? Okay. Let's do these ones, I guess. At least we'll keep 1 line there. We lose 2 passengers. Do that. And 2 for stern. We lose 1. Okay. And put that there. Put that there. Now, we are at outpost. That's done. We are an outpost, so we can grab one of these tokens or a lost passenger, but special power. When stopping at an outpost, you may take a lost cargo and rescue a lost passenger. So, when we have room to do all that, I don't know what to take, so I'll just take the first one, I guess. We have a cargo, and it goes in one of the spaces, and a lost passenger. Let's pick one that has double the amount, since we don't know which family, at least to avoid. Also, when I lost these 2 passengers, I could have lost the warning flare, because after the encounters are done, that is when the warning flare is flipped over, and then you pick. But that's not what happened, so we're going to go back to player 1, who has a full boat right now. So 1, I'm just going to set these to the side, is going to roll and move. So player 1 is thinking there's advantages, disadvantages. I'm going to go the fast way. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we can't pick up a lost and found token because that's full. So let's get to some encountering. Now, water buffalo. If you look closely, you can see their wings. Bathing pool. I can't believe it. An entire herd of elephants. That's practically unheard of. Feel that mist on your faces? Don't worry, it's only poisonous bacteria that will eat you alive. If you're visiting the outpost, please watch your step, but don't step on your watch because that would be a total waste of time. Like I said, we got to do this first. Lose one passenger or cargo from the center of your boat. And here's where the center gets hit. So, do as it says, not as it does. I'll just grab whatever's easy. And that goes with our lost passengers. Okay, and I'll go 1, 2, 3. So, the loading dock has 1, and let's see what gets hit or not. Or not. Okay, very nice. That's 1. So, 2, 2. 1 of the stern gets hit, so these two have 2 symbols on it. This one just has the 1 family symbol, so I'll lose this one. Okay, so that one's done. And 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. And let's roll 1 starboard. You don't want to lose a cargo. Yeah, let's see how many passengers we can get. We're going to lose a cargo, so this is gone. Let's put this back in the game box, kind of gone. Okay, so we're done here. Let's just set these aside, and let's see what blue is going. Oh, before rolling, we can rearrange stuff on here. Yeah, let's go ahead, move these bananas up here. Okay, now roll and move. 1, 2. So like I said, there's a fork in the road. If you take the shorter route, you have the best chance at getting to the outpost a lot quicker. But if you go the little bit longer route, you can see which family is not here, because there's only 4 families, so the other 3 are there. During setup, it's very nice because it's randomized every time. So that's 1, 2. Let's go see what the clue could be. And we have space here to pick up a lost and found, so let's pick up a lost and found, and it is bananas. Oh, we got more bananas. Okay, so we don't even have a set of 2. We have 2 singles. At the end of the game, that's just still going to be worth 1 point, 1 point. Not the end of the world, but if you can get more, you want to get more. So let's get our cards. 2, 3, 4. All right. Do you know how you can tell these are African elephants? Because we're in Africa. You can see a duck on the right and a duck on the left. It's what we call a paradox. The gorillas have gone bananas. We better split, but keep your eyes peeled for more monkey business. This secluded elephant pool has never before been seen by civilized man, and looking at everyone on this boat, it still hasn't. Okay, so we got a special navigation card, which instructs us to rescue a lost passenger. Nice. So let's do that. Let's see. Okay, so it's kind of a matter of let's just pick a family. Let's go and put that in our 1 spot. So we have 3, so we'll pick 2 more. I'm going to get rid of this extra dangerous one and roll 2 dice. And 1 of the stern must be gone. Yeah, having 2 sets of bananas isn't going to get us a set, so this is just gone. We keep passengers, but not the cargoes. And finally, the 3rd one. Let's roll 2 dice. Oh, okay, so that's 2. I could use a flare here. Maybe I will. It's nice if you have 3 X's and they all come up exclamation marks. Maybe I'll use the flare. I'll use the flare. I'll use the flare. So now I get the chance to re-roll these dice. That's all that buys you. I lose them anyway. Okay. Lose them anyway means take these two, I suppose. Put those there. And that's it. All right, back to player one. We kind of got a nice spread over here. 2, 2, 2. Let's put someone in the middle. Let us do this, I suppose. Or let's swap these guys all together, because these two have all four family symbols on it. So let's try to keep that going. Okay, set this aside. Roll, and this one. Roll and move. 3, 1. Stop at outpost. Okay. First thing at outpost, we skip straight to encounters. 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna adjust these a little bit, make them a little bit nicer. Okay. Did you see all the ducks? We wind them up every morning. Tigers can jump 20 feet. Fortunately, we're only 10 feet away, so she should jump right over us. It looks like the hippos are trying to charge the boat. Well, too bad, we only accept cash. Notice that there are 2 separate docks at this outpost. Don't let it confuse you. It's a paradox. We rolled a 3. Rescue a lost passenger. Fantastic. Oh, and there's even one with the 2 family symbols, so I'm putting that right in the center. Oh, and these 2 are even with the exact same family. Anyway, so 3. So we got 2 more to encounter. Oh, to encounter. Okay. So these are both 3, 3 X's. But this one is going to be is less dangerous, so it's going to hit our stern. So let's go with the one that's only going to keep hitting the stern instead of having the odds increase that even more are gone. So I'm going to set that aside. Grab 1 die, roll it, and indeed we do lose 1. Okay, and the last one. 1, 2, 3. We roll out 3. Oh, we only roll 1 anyway, so we lose this guy. And if it had come up that we rolled more than what's there, we get to ignore the more. So only 1 would have been lost anyways. All right, that is that. Now, I'm good. Warning flares, reset. Oh my god. Now I keep saying, I keep telling the truth. I keep saying, because that's how it is, take one of these or a lost passenger. I will take a lost passenger. Let's do that there. Yeah. Okay, player 2. Do you want to rearrange? What's this? Okay, so this is on the bottom. 3. Let's have the cargo go over there. That way we have 2, 2, 2, and a 3 in the middle. So let's roll and move. 3, 1. Clue, we must stop. Just like the outposts, you have to stop. Clues, you have to stop. You land at a clue space, and you take navigation cards, just like at an outpost. 4. This is Big Bertha. She's been in that shower so long. Just look at those wrinkles. She needs to call a pachydermatologist. If a hippo tries to bite you, just stick out your left hand. Then you'll be all right. Shh, don't disturb them. they could start an uproar. I've been told as much water comes over the falls in 1 minute as a person drinks in their whole life, but I find that hard to swallow. All right, we rolled a 3. I'm going to go ahead and not do this super dangerous one. Also because it's for the stern and these would not double up on it, so I'm going to go for the stern. Let's go, or not stern. Anyways, I'm going to roll for this. Oh, and we got a hit. And we can't use our flare, so we must lose something. Let's lose the cargo. And that's gone from the game. Cargo gone. Okay, we got another 1 for port. Oh, let's lose that passenger, who is now referred to as a lost passenger. And 2 dice back to starboard. Oh no. And we do indeed lose that one. Okay, so that's the encounters. Just like the outpost, after the encounters, then you look at the clue. Don't tell player 1 that that's what it is. This is who is not there. So we no longer care about helms, which blue is looking forward to finally being able to disregard. Set that there, I guess. Okay, so player 1, let's just set these aside. Do you wish to rearrange anything? Yes, I will. Let's see. Rearrange that, I suppose. We got 2, and 3 in the middle. And roll and move. 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we can take a lost and found. Excellent. Found passenger. Fantastic. Yes, we have a person who's related to 2 families. Most excellent. Let's put that there. Do our cards, of course. 3, 4. Let's get these all set up right. Do you know why tigers are striped? To avoid being spotted. Here's the backside of Schweitzer Falls, named for the backside of the famous explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. 1 bird can't make you happy, but 2 can. Please watch out for loose stones. If rocks fall, we just gotta roll with it. And I just remembered this power. Oh, this extra power lets me take another card, which I've been forgetting, but this is a special power. In a normal game with this card not drawn, that's what people would end up doing anyways. We've turned into the Nile, the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles and Niles. And if you don't believe me, then you're in denial. Pick up an extra lost and found token. Yes, I am able to, so I gladly will. We got a cargo this time. Let's set it stern, whatever. Okay, so that one has been encountered, and we got 2 to go. Because we can pick up 5 cards because of that. Me forgetting to do that is me forgetting to do that. Okay, so, yeah, sure. Let's go 1 for starboard. Nothing. Excellent. And 1 for port. Nothing. Excellent. Okay. Player 2's turn. Let's not roll the die yet because we have to see if we want to rearrange anything. Sure. So that's what we got. 1, 1, 1, and 3 in the middle. And we're going to roll. Oh, and move. 2. 1, 2. Let's pick up a lost and found. That's what we got for our cargo. Set it there. And pick up 4 cards. 3, 4 cards. All right. Do you want to know how I became a jungle cruise skipper? I took a crash course. Now for the main event. You can see toucans on that branch. If we had 3 toucans, we'd have a 6-pack. He's mad. Let's hope he doesn't go kaboom. So we got 2. Yeah, let's just take the easy ones, I guess. 2. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Instead of taking the ones that are 1 and 1, I'm going to take the ones that are the same because I only have 1 token here anyways. So a double encounter isn't, well, it's only going to be able to do so much damage. So let's start with the 1. Roll. Yep, and I lose that one. Set that there. And what happens if I roll 2? Well, I got 1, but nothing happens because nothing's there. That's the turn. All right, let's, oh, not that one, but this one's. Okay, player 1. Do you want to rearrange anything? It's fine. What am I gonna do? Let's just leave it. Okay, so now green is going to roll and move. 3. 1. Green is just making a beeline for the finish line, so we're just gonna go 2, 3. Let's pick a token. Yeah, we have a spot. Let's pick a token. Found passenger. Wow. Okay. Okay. There's none with 2, so I don't know what to pick. Let's pick the most. This was the most recent one put here, right? I think. So I'll just pick that one. What do I know? Okay. So that is done. And let's encounter the jungle. Okay. If you find yourself frightened, just picture these creatures not wearing any pants. In other words, hippobottomless. A plane crash can only mean one thing: hippos. And if the hippos can bring down a plane, imagine what they can do to this boat. You've been an outstanding group, and now you should be outstanding on the dock. Butterflies just aren't what they used to be. Caterpillars. So we rolled 3. Oh. And everything's real dangerous right now. Okay. Or 3. And I have my warning flare. So I'm just gonna focus all my attention on the stern. Okay. Well, yes. Let's do 1. Nothing. Okay. Another 1. Okay, so 1 gets hit. Let's lose the cargo, I suppose. Let's go on forever. And 3. Oof, I would lose all 3 if I did that. I'm going to use my warning flare, and hopefully I don't roll 3 exclamation marks. Okay, so I lose 1 less than I would have. So I'll lose this one because this one has two symbols on it. Okay, let's set these aside. This is done. So we can have player 2 go. And do you want to rearrange? Yeah, let's spread these out. Just make it easier to look at. And we roll. Oh. 1. Boom. Let's take a lost and found. Oh, lost and found. Found passenger. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so we know what not to take. So I don't know who to take, but let's put this with the cargo. So okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Coming from this side, skippers call it O2H, but that's a chemical joke, which doesn't always get a reaction. This wreckage just goes to show you what the hardest part of landing a plane is: the ground. This is one of the jungle's boulder sites. I personally think it rocks. The African veldt is home to many animals like giraffe, gazelle, galion, gavulture. And having rolled a 1, let's go with this one. So if we lose the cargo, so far we haven't been building up cargo, and actually so far both players haven't been picking up a bunch of cargo. So roll die, boom, and it got hit. So yeah, let's lose that. And had this been one of the steering helm families, I would have gotten rid of that one, which might have made green suspicious, but that didn't happen. So okay, let's set this aside. Player 1, do you want to rearrange? Sure, let's do that, I suppose. We have 2 there. Okay, and roll. Well, okay, so we roll. We are now at the outpost. Okay, so first we do the navigation cards. 3, 4. Gentlemen, be careful. We're passing over the man-eating piranhas. Apparently they don't like the taste of women or children. Our lions are the pride of the jungle. Here we have some long-necked cheetahs, 71 impalas, and those stripy pointing things. Let's move along. Monkey business can get hairy. We rolled a 3. Let's... Oh, everything is 2. Okay. Do we have... Okay. So it's like literally pick any... I would keep... Okay, so... This. So I would keep the most... Theoretically, if everything came up... okay. I'm going to do that. Okay. So 2. We're going for the stern here. And I can't use my flare, so... Okay, so that first one is done. The second one, well, I'm not going to lose anything. So that's nice. And let's see for our starboard. 2. Oh, 2. I guess I'll lose one of each. Because who knows what the family is. Well, I guess blue kind of knows what the family is not. Now, having landed at an outpost, we can now reload. Okay. And we also can take one of these or a lost passenger. I don't know, I'll just pick the newest one with 2. Okay. And that's that. Player 2. It's going to just set these aside. Do you want to rearrange anything? Nah, I mean, it makes it easier to look at a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll then. 3. 1 must stop at outpost. Let's do the encounters first. Okay. You may think that's water coming out of her trunk, but it's not. I'm told these gorillas are great apes. I've met them. They're okay. I'm not going to say much about this waterfall now. Don't worry, we'll go over it later. This is why you never get into an argument with a rhino. He'll always get his point across in the end. All right, blue rolled a 3. Let's see. Oh, okay, let's keep everything to one side, especially because there's only 1 on that side anyways. Let's build the suspense and start at 1. Nothing. 1 is done. Let's continue with the 2. Nothing. Oh, nothing. Huh. and 3. 1. All of that, we would have only lost 1 anyways. So that's a lost passenger. Now we're at outpost, so now we can reload our warning flare. And because of our power, we can take a cargo and rescue a lost passenger. Okay, so that's nice. So let's rescue 2 lost passengers, apparently. Okay, so we're just going to avoid the helm steering wheel guys. And these 2 have 2, but they both have the helm steering wheelie guys. Although picking that could throw off green if green is watching what I'm doing, because everything else only has 1 anyways, and I otherwise don't know what family it is. So I'm going to do that, because grabbing the one with 2 doesn't give me an advantage, but everything else only has 1 anyways. So the only advantage is, well, it throws green off if they're paying attention to what I'm doing. And I can pick one of these outpost cargoes. Well, I keep getting bananas. Let's just keep grabbing bananas, because apparently that's what I'm supposed to do. There we go. Green, do you want to reorganize anything? Oh, I was looking at that wrong. Okay, so we have 3, 1, 1. I'm good with that. All right, let's get these off and roll the dice. Die. 1. Oof, oof, oof. And 1. Ooh, and we get some cargo. Okay, I'll set this in the bottom. And let's do encounters in the jungle. Well, we navigate the river, then encounter in the jungle. Okay. And now the 8th wonder of the world, the magnificent, the amazing backside of water. Last week, one of them, carnivorous finds, reached into the back of the boat and pulled a woman right out. It was awful. Just before she disappeared, she was feeling just fine. Never play poker in the jungle. There's too many cheetahs. Bamboo can grow 6 stories tall, although this bamboo looks about 7 stories tall. But that's a whole other story. All right, we rolled a 1. We have to do this one. These ones you have to do. Lose 1 passenger or cargo from the center of your boat. And that's where my center is not safe. Okay, I guess the vines got to it. Okay, so I have 2 of these with these crests on here, so I'm just gonna hedge my bets. So we have all 4 in the center still. So green's happy with that. Okay. Blue player 2. Do you want to reorganize anything? No, 1, 2, 2. Yeah. Okay. So let's roll and move. 4. 1, 2, 3. And blue knows that green's going to get over here, but you know what? Let's help ourselves out maybe. Let's grab more cargo. So I'm going to put that up here. That's our cargo. Let's do encounters in the jungle. 3, 4. That's the 2nd most feared animal in the jungle, the African bull elephant. Behind him is the most feared, his mother-in-law. Did you know cobras can go to be over 150 inches long? I have to tell you in inches because cobras don't have feet. Careful not to offend them. They'll throw a hissy fit. This snake is so sweet he may get a crush on you. It could be a constricting relationship, so don't get too wrapped up. Okay, blue rolled a 4, so we have to go through all these cards. So the most dangerous one last, so whatever. Okay, 2 for port. And we have our warning flare. 1. I guess we're just gonna keep focusing on passengers rather than cargo, I guess. 1. Sorry, that was for that one. They are all for this. If I use my warning flare, it would be a waste because it would just go to the next one and the next one. So I'm just gonna go ahead, lose a passenger, and roll to lose nothing. And, oh, I have to roll all 3 dice so that I can lose nothing. Okay, and that's Blue's turn. Player 1, do you want to reorganize anything? No, yes. I want to move this here. And we have 1, 1, 1. I'll just make that easier to look at. And because I can reorganize, I will. Let's roll. Let's set these aside. And these apparently got knocked. So roll. Oh, no, that doesn't count. Roll. 3. It's a 3 anyway. 1, 2, and stop at outpost. Let's do the encounters first. All right. Aw, he's leaving. Bye, son. This formation is actually solid sandstone, so don't take it for granite. If you exit the boat and feel your shoes rapidly filling with water, that means you got out on the wrong side. You know what time it is when a water buffalo sits on your bed? Time to get a new bed. We rolled a 3, so what do we want to... Well, let's keep our focus on the 1 with only 1 anyways. I'm going to set this away, and 1, 3, 3. Okay. 1. And we lose it. Do we use our warning flare? No, because we got 3 more. And we can only use a warning flare for 1 roll. So because it's cargo, it's gown. Okay, so that's 1 and it's lost. So we roll 3 dice to lose nothing. And let's roll 3 dice to lose nothing. All right. So because we're at outpost, we can take a cargo or lost passenger. Let's go with lost passenger. There's a couple there with 2. I'm doubled up on the river guys, so let's go with this Helmy guy and Lion guy. Actually, there's 2 lions there too. And there's a... you know what? I'll just go with it. All right, Blue's turn. Let's get these off. Blue, do you want to reorganize anything? Yes, let's move one of these to this side. Okay, and let's roll and move. What's 1 anyways? So we got the stern, steering wheel, and or helm steering and denial. Okay, we got a river and steering sterny thingy. Okay, that's what we got. So let's do encounters in the jungle. 2, 3, and we've run out of cards. So when you run out of cards, and it's only a 2-player game, and we've already run out of cards, we're gonna shuffle these up. Okay, I'm not even gonna do this on camera. I'm just gonna shuffle. Well, I guess I can do this once. And okay, and we need 4. Do these first, then do the clue. Just like outpost, do the encounters, then do the outpost action, clue action. Oh, okay. One of the other skippers told me she's a Bengal tiger, but of course, she could be lion. See that big python sitting in a tree? Hissing. First comes love, then comes asphyxiation. Don't worry if you can't swim. If we capsize, I'll throw you a bar of soap and you can wash ashore. Aw, he's leaving. Bye, son. Okay, let us... Oh, 2. 1, 1. Let's go. And we have a warning flare bit to the outpost. Okay, let's just do it. Let's do this one. We'll roll 2. Ah, yeah, I'm going to use the warning flare. And let's roll again. Boom! 1. Lose 1 anyways. Okay, so that goes to lost passengers, and that is done with. Okay, so done properly, what would happen is after all that, then you look at it, denial, then that turn is done. Okay, so we're now ignoring the Nile and the Helm families. Green is going to go. Do you want to reorganize anything? No, green's good. Let's have us roll and move 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. For being the first person to land on headquarters, I can pick a tip right now. So isn't that nice? We got 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Let's take the one with 3. Haha. That'll just be how many I got. Let's not forget about that. Also, that's my turn. Once someone lands here, all they do for their turn is take a tip. The game is actually done when all these tips have been taken. When the last one's taken, that's it. So blue is going to go. Well, not roll yet, but blue, do you want to reorganize anything? Yes, I want to move that there. Let's keep this cargo in the stern. Let's roll. Let's 1, 2, move. So let's, I don't know, just take one. Okay, so here's what we got for cargo. I'll put that, no, I'm going to put that there. And encounters 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's mad. Let's hope he doesn't go kaboom. Here's the backside of Schweitzer Falls, names for the backside of the famous explorer Dr. Albert Falls. 1 bird can't make you happy, but 2 can. Please watch out for loose stones. If rocks fall, you just gotta roll with it. Blue rolled a 2. Let's see. Is there... Oh, there are 2. Let's lose only 1 thing. So let's roll 1 die. And indeed, it's a hit. Because I can't use my flare. So we got another lost passenger. And let's roll for losing nothing. Ha! I lost nothing. And that's blue's turn. All green does on his turn is take 2. And now it's back to blue. Do you want to reorganize anything? Yep, I will put him there. And set aside, roll 4. Wow. 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to go here and properly not look at it yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never play poker in the jungle. There's too many cheetahs. This secluded elephant pool has never before been seen by civilized man. And looking at everyone else in this boat, it still hasn't. If you can see 2 toucans on that branch, or you can see 2 toucans on that branch, if we had 3 toucans, we'd have a 6-pack. Do you want to know how I became a Jungle Cruise skipper? I took a crash course. So we rolled a 4, so we must encounter every one of these. Okay, so roll. Sorry, yeah, apparently I'm getting tired. All right. 1, nothing. Okay. 1, 1, lost there. And it's cargo, so it's lost. And 2, oh, sorry. We do indeed lose it. Lost. And 2. We lost all the nothing on our boat. Okay. And that is that. So let's look at what we got. So the winner is not temple either. Who's the other one? Lion. Lion is the one that we want to get. Yep, we want to get a bunch of lions onto our boat. Okay, and for green's turn, we're going to grab another token. Blue's turn. All right, do you want to reorganize anything? No. Gonna roll. 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we got some cargo. Nice. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Did you see all the ducks? We wind them up every morning. Last week, carnivorous vines. Last week, one of them reached into the back of the boat and pulled a woman right out. It was awful. Just before she disappeared, she was feeling just fine. The gorillas have gone bananas. We'd better split, but keep your eyes peeled for more monkey business. Bamboo can grow 6 stories tall, although this bamboo looks about 7 stories tall. But that's a whole other story. All right, we rolled a 3. Oh, we have to do these ones first. Okay. And we can do them in any order we want. So we can gain 1 and lose 1, or lose 1 and gain 1. We know who we can lose. So we are looking to gain lions. Let's gain this lion. Okay, so we lost 1 from the center of the boat, and then we rescued 1. We can do these in any order we want, so I rescued a lion, so that'll get me 5 points at the end of the game. And because we rolled a 3, we have to do 1 of these. Let's do the one where no one's on that side of the boat. 1. 1. Oh, we lost the nothing that was there. Okay, so that's that. Player 1's gonna just take another point. All right, go, player 2. Do you want to reorganize anything? No? Good. Okay, so you're gonna roll and move. 3. 1, 2. You have to stop anyways. Yes, you do encounters first. Okay. Careful not to offend them. They'll throw a hissy fit. Oh, didn't grab before. Okay. Tigers can leap 20 feet. Fortunately, we're only 10 feet away, so she should jump right over us. This snake is so sweet, he may get a crush on you. It could be a constricting relationship, so don't be too wrapped up. Did you know cobras can grow to be over 150 inches long? I have to tell you inches because cobras don't have feet. And we rolled a 3. Ugh. And they're all on port. And there's only 1 to lose anyways, so let's just do this anyways. Okay. So 2, and we do lose. Passenger. Jeez. And that's the first one. And that's the second one. That's the third one. Okay. That's all 3 cards rolled for. And player 1. Oh, not done, not done. So you're going to reload. And at an outpost, you may rescue a cargo and rescue a lost passenger. So let's take a cargo. Nice. Okay. And rescue a lost passenger. We're taking a lion. We're absolutely taking a lion. So that gets us another lion. I did that wrong. I'm supposed to take a cargo, not a you know. I'll still take one of those, but it's supposed to be from the outposts specifically. Okay. Now that's done. And player 1 takes the final tip, and that is the end of our game. So, player 1 had no idea for sure who the selected family was, but blue does, and blue does. So, end of game scoring. So the selected family is referred to as caretakers. So the lions are the caretakers in this game. So we have five per line. This has 2 symbols, and as long as it's one of them, that's 5. 10, 15, 20 points. After doing the family first, every other passenger is worth 3, so that's 9 points. That's 29. We don't have any cargo. If we had, like I said, if we had the 3 sets of cargo, we need the bananas. If we had this, we would get 10 points. If we had any 2 of them, that would be 4 points. And singles that don't belong to any set would be 1 point. And each tip is worth what it's worth. So that's 29. So we have 30, 33, 35, 6, 7. 37 for green. Oh, and this was supposed to have been teleported here. Now, blue, obsessively wanting to know what the family was, gets 5, 10, 15 points, 18, 20, 18. Okay, so that's 15 because of the 5s, 3 because of the 1, and 1 more. So 19 points. And that is how you play Disney's Jungle Cruise adventure game. Thank you very much for joining me this time, and we'll see you next time. Bye.